Hello. Walking and talking in New York City. How are you guys doing today? I'll wait for a few people to hop on before I start going. It's a beautiful day. It's pretty hot. Not exactly. Hello, if you are on. Danielle, I saw you popped on. Can you let me know if you can hear me okay? And Tony, hi. Hi from New York City. Hello. I'll wait till I hear back if you guys can hear me. I usually don't wear a headset. Boom. Let me know if you can hear me, and then I will get started. Yay! Okay, good. Thank you. All right. So I was listening to Matt Kahn this morning, and I got to call myself out. He was talking about how to not play the victim, how to stop playing the victim. And one second. You got to see this. The Met. So beautiful. Hello from North Dakota. Hi, Paul. Nice to see you. All right, so I've had a lot of coffee today. If my hands are going to shake while I'm walking, I apologize. Anyway, all right, so I was listening to Matt Kahn, and those of you who watched my Snapchat and my Insta story from this weekend saw that I got kind of upset about this manager of a restaurant. Me and my friend Patty had tried to order a second helping of fries to split. We had ordered one fries to split, and they were so delicious we wanted two fries to split. And this manager who we tried to order the second order of fries from basically told us that we were fat and that we didn't need a second order of fries. And not only did he tell us that, but he refused to get us the second order of fries. That made me really upset. And I gotta be honest, I've done a lot of work on myself. It takes a lot to piss me off. It takes a lot to get me heated. And this guy got me. He got me really badly. And I lost it on him. I lost my shit on him. I went down to the vibes that he was hanging out in, and I lost my shit on him. I told him flat out that's not how you talk to women, and the body shaming stuff has got to stop. And then I listened to Matt Kahn today. And Matt Kahn hit me right here, and I was like, oh shit. Okay. So he was saying this morning as I was listening to him, he's on YouTube, by the way, and I'll share the video link below when I'm done because it's powerful and it's so funny. It's so good. He's a spiritual teacher out of Portland, and he's just so badass. So anyway, I'm walking, by the way, this is the other side of the Met. It's so beautiful outside. I love this weather. It could not get hot enough for me, to be honest. Hey, Lena. All right, so Matt was saying that we develop these spiritual practices. We raise our vibes. We are in our houses with our Zen music, and we sit on our yoga mats, and we have all these things that raise our vibes and make us pretty peaceful in a container. And then we go out into the world and we're like, oh no, all the shitty people. And our vibes start to lower, or they start to mimic the vibration of those people around us. And so how do we kind of protect this container and heal ourselves from this this ability to be influenced by other people's vibration? And how do we more importantly heal them and the world by living in this space? So it's kind of hot. I'm sorry if I'm going to get winded. You would think after how much running I've done that I would be able to talk to you guys without being like So he was saying this morning, oh God, hi. I'm sorry, I'm on Facebook Live. that we don't heal the world by throwing someone's fear, someone's experience back in their face. So what I did when I was at this restaurant was went right down to his level. I just mimicked what he had learned and threw it back at his face, and it did nothing. Nothing happened. If I would have come to this waiter with some sort of compassion and loved him, the result might have been an entirely different thing, because I would heal the energy, if that makes sense. Let me see if I can see any. Hey Heidi, hey Christopher, hey Nicole Davis, hey Shannon. How are you guys doing today? So we don't heal people by putting their shit back in their face, by taking their projections and reflecting them back to them. We heal people by showing them love. We heal people by breaking that cycle of shitty vibrations and handing them a big freaking armful of love. It makes complete sense now. This is the other part of, like, if you aren't doing your self-care, if you aren't doing the work on yourself day to day, and you're trying to show up in the world and be love, and then someone with shitty vibes tells you you're fat, that's what happens. That's what happens, right? Yeah, Danielle, it's so good. I love this perspective as well. Doing well. Agree with you. Thanks, Christopher. Yes, offer empathy. Exactly, Paul. Yes, Melissa, amen. So, again, guys, we don't shift the vibration of the world. And as, like, healers, a lot of you are, it's important that we start to make that shift from our practice, from our learning, from our growing, from our getting rid of these soul contracts, getting rid of all of the samskara in yoga, the scar tissue, and finding out who we are and growing past that level of, like, low energy. It's important that we then start to bring that into the world, that we then start to impact lives. And we don't do that, again, by showing people what's going on with them. We don't mimic their behavior. We don't go to their vibrational level. We stay at this place of love, and we find a way to show them love. So Matt Kahn had said the best way to do that is to offer them a blessing or a compliment. Trying to think of what I would have said to the guy who said we were fat. I don't know. Does anyone have any ideas of what we would have said? Because it was so offensive. I was just like, what? Commands came out big time, and that doesn't come out very often. Well, I mean, it comes out in a whole different way, but definitely not in the bitch way. And I was a complete bitch. I was very mad. Does anyone have any ideas of how I could have shown love in that moment? I would love to hear your insights. Go ahead and just post below, because I think it's important that we get this dialogue going. I could have said thank you. Thank you. I understand that you're concerned about my body image. Who's got something for me? Are you guys typing, or is everyone silent? Yeah. Oh, Colleen. That's not love. That's not love. That's not where I'm coming from. So that is what I said to him, basically. That's exactly what I said to him. That did not work. He came back with a very smug, horrible, like, condescending, sorry apology once I complained to his waiter. Like, he's the manager, you know? What is he doing saying stuff like that to women and to tables? I have no idea. But yeah. Again, that doesn't heal anybody to show them, because people, where that's coming from, by the way, is their experience. They've experienced that. Someone gave that to them. That wasn't theirs. That wasn't theirs in the beginning. We're all just literally repeating the same shit over and over and over again that we learned from somebody else. And how does showing them that should again heal it. It doesn't heal that way. You got to break the cycle. Grace Lee. All right, how about I wish more people would have shown you love along the way? So, yes, I think there's a different way to phrase that. Because you don't want to be creating a deficit. Like if we're looking at other human beings as you are already whole and complete, and like I see the divinity in you and you see the divinity in me, like we're the same, we're one with God, pointing out that they've been at some sort of deficit and that you're not, that you're I wish someone would have loved you along the way because I got loved, you know. That might not work. That just might not be the best way to do it. So if we can find a way to show someone who they truly are in each moment, through the pain, through whatever they're projecting on you, because it's really just their projections and whatever hurt that they haven't healed yet, if you get the opportunity to heal it, what are the words that we're going to say to heal it? One second, I'm in the sun and I'm having a hard time reading these because I'm in the sun. Hello from Cross, Wisconsin. Hey, Joe. Christopher. Then, well, I'm going to walk up by this reservoir, by the way, because I think it's going to be cooler, and now I'm starting to sweat. I don't have a problem with sweating. South Carolina got me used to that. Tennessee did as well. Tanya. Okay, Paul. I would have reached out to him with an open hand and said calmly, tell me about your day. Yeah. Ooh, I like that one. I like that one. You're right. We don't have a clue what people have been through or what they're going through on that particular day. This particular person happened to be, he happened to be foreign. I don't know what life is like in his country where he came from. I don't know what his life was like. All I know is that was inappropriate. You know, all I know is that was an abuse. Jill Fisher Brown, you can pray for him and understand that he's jumping his shit. Yeah. So, yes, you can, but how in that moment? I absolutely agree with you. I think you should pray for him. But how in that moment could I have said something that would heal it? To him. To him. How could I have had the courage to break that cycle for him? Tell us how you really feel. Thank you. Thank you, sir. So I did tell him that I was training for a marathon and that it's none of his business what I eat because French fries are a staple. Yeah. So, I mean, this is just something to think about. By the way, I got to show you this because holy shit, we are just so blessed. Like, we live in such a beautiful world. Look at this. Central Park Reservoir. Feels so, 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 so good. How would you like to join us and share our fries and talk, Melissa? Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Really, at the end of the day, we have no idea what people's stories are, who hurt them, who imprinted on them, who told them that they were not perfect and whole exactly as they are. At the end of the day, we have no clue what happened. We don't know people's stories and people's pain. And in that way, my pain and everything that I've been through is your pain and vice versa. And if we start seeing ourselves as whole and complete, completely worthy of love, and we start giving that to everybody in every situation, that doesn't mean like you stay in situations that are abusive. That doesn't mean that you stay in friendships that bring you down. That doesn't mean you do that, but that just means in day to day, when you're meeting people across your path, how can you show more love and not less? How can you give them love so you can receive more love? How can you give more love to yourself so you can give more love to them? How can you do that? And asking yourself these questions and stopping the victim mentality of like, hey, I'm just going to throw your shit right back at you. That's how we heal the world. That's how we heal ourselves. That's how we heal each other. That's how we heal the world. It doesn't help to keep throwing negativity upon negativity upon negativity. What helps is showing more love. Showing up, loving yourself so you can love everyone else. Showing up, healing yourself so you can heal everyone else. Let me see what we got going on down here. Yeah, you're right, Paul. He could have left a table that beat him up. Yep. Wow. Yeah, and kindness, Joe. Absolutely correct. Compassion, kindness, love. You know, I love that now. I went on that rant. I did it publicly. But I'm calling myself out because that was kind of bullshit. I'm calling myself out. If I would have been a little less, if I would have done the work on myself and maybe loved myself a little bit more that day, maybe I would have been able to come back at him with something kinder, something more compassionate. But yeah, this is always a journey, right? We're learning things every step of the way. And guys, I am not even close to perfect. So flawed. So happy I'm still learning, because if I'm not learning, then what am I doing here on this planet? Hey, Mandy, I'm assuming that's you and not Clay. All right. I can hardly read your comments. Yeah, Joe, don't give up on people. You're right. You're absolutely right. Well, I love you guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this with a view of the beautiful reservoir. Thank you for walking and talking with me today. Paul, I believe showing people the perspective of situation in a calm, professional manner is always a win. Perspective is reality. Perspective is changeable, though. So what is really reality? Yeah, Joe. So I agree with you. I don't throw people out of my life. I don't throw people out of my life who are hurting and projecting their hurt and their fear on me. I don't throw them out. I try and love them as long as possible. And Matt Kahn has been saying this until it gets abusive. And then that's when you can love them from afar. Just because you love them doesn't mean you have to love them up close and start digging at yourself. It's important to know the difference. So yeah, I mean, most people stay in my life forever. But when it starts to get abusive, when it starts to get mentally, emotionally, and or physically, thank goodness that's never happened to me, that's when you walk away for yourself. Jill, it's all a process. Yes, we have to remember that. Yeah, oh, I love that you said that. Okay, so we cannot make a process into an event. So that just reminded me of this quote that David T.S. Wood has, where anytime there's a story or event, there's an event, we can either attach a story to it or not. And that story equals a problem or no problem. But an event plus a story is a problem. An event plus no story is no problem. So if we stop attaching a story to it and stop playing a victim to whatever the projection is being pushed upon us, if we stop attaching to that story or creating a story, then we don't have a problem. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Jamie. Good to see you guys. I was just wrapping up here. I'm walking by the reservoir. Central Park. All right, well, I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Don't go screaming at managers of restaurants when they won't give you a second order of fries. maybe he was right. Maybe I didn't need it. Love you guys. All right, bye.